Hi guys, this is going to be a video about my makeup brushes, as you saw in the title. This was requested by one of my subscribers. I'll leave her name here, Lucy Derbyshire. She asked me what sort of makeup brushes on a budget you could use, and to be honest, most of my makeup brushes are on a budget. So I will show you the ones that I use, and then I'm going to show you some makeup brushes that I purchased from Amazon, and then you can make your own mind up of roughly. Try and link some of them below as well if I can remember. So yeah, I'm just going to randomly go through them. I've got them all in here. Most of them are cheapies, believe me, and if not, they're like takeoffs of cheapies and all that sort of thing. So face wise, foundation wise, I always tend to use a brush. I don't really use beauty blenders. If I do, obviously it's not the original, it's the one from W7, and I haven't actually got one of them on me because I forgot to put it in this little pile here. But it is basically looks like a beauty blender. I think they're called Power Puffs. You can find them in the factory shop or W7 websites, or most market stalls will do W7, and they're £2, and they are amazing. They're about this big, and then you put them underwater, get them wet, and they literally double in size, and they're so soft. But if I am not using my beauty blender, I have one of my favourite foundation brushes here, which I just wash and use and wash and use. I had about 3 of these, and then one got distributed to my daughter, another one went somewhere else, and I've ended up with one. So I literally wash this and use it. But yeah, I have recently washed it, but it's still a bit dirty because I used it today and yesterday. And that is the e.l.f. powder brush. That's what it looks like. It's a nice flat top kabuki. It's quite dense but not too dense. Obviously you can see it's quite sprayy and flary out, but it's dense enough to hold the foundation without it sinking down too far. It really is a nice size, as you can see, so it takes seconds to buff in foundation. I absolutely love this. I think on the e.l.f. website these are £5 or £6 because they're the studio line, and that's, it may seem expensive, but it's not expensive for a foundation brush. I have had this one for about 3 years and it's still going strong. It doesn't shed, it washes really well, it dries really well, and yeah, I absolutely love this. So this is what I pretty much use on a day-to-day basis. If not, it'll be one of the other ones. I have got somewhere a Real Techniques buffing brush. That is another one of my favourites, but obviously they come in a set and they are pretty damn expensive. They're about £22 for a set of like 4 brushes, and you can get cheaper versions of that on the internet, on Amazon, eBay, whatever. But that are just as good. They may not be Real Techniques, but they're just as good. So this is my favourite foundation brush. I love it. Like I said, I wash it and use it, wash it and use it, wash it and use it. So that's that. There's that one. Then sort of concealer brushes. Yeah, with concealer brushes I chop and change. I've got about 3 different ones here. They're all budget ones. This first one is just like a little flat top. I'll show you a preview of the other ones there. A little flat top kabuki. It's like a pinky colour on top. This was a Primark one. They still do this. I think it's £1.50. It's silly. It doesn't shed. It's perfect just for like buffing in concealer, whether it be like spot concealing or under the eyes. Yeah, I literally, because it's quite dense, it's not too dense, but same as the powder brush, because it's quite dense, it can, it can hold its own, and you can literally pat in all around where you need the concealer. You pat it in. So that's one of the ones I use. Like I said, that's a PS Love one from Primark, and that was £1.50. The next one I'm going to show you is the same sort of thing as that one. It's still like a little flat top kabuki, but this is a Wilko one, and I think this was £3. Yeah, this was £3. You can see it's got like you know, the bristles are quite soft, but again, it has that softness and density just to literally pat your concealer in. So you don't swipe it, obviously, because you're just going to swipe it off your face. But literally, I just pat all around and, you know, spot conceal, whatever. So that is another option. That's really, really cheap. Like I said, it's £3. They're amazing. And these ones I got off of Amazon. I got 3 of these. I think these were something stupid, like 89p each. It's got the bamboo-ish sort of type wooden handle, a nice black ferrule to hold the bristles in. Again, they're dense, you know, but not too dense. You can see there that they're so soft, so soft, and it's slightly angled. Don't you see that? Slightly angled. But again, this is pretty much amazing because it's angled. You can literally just push your concealer in all around, whatever. Like I said, this was about 89p. If you search on Amazon or eBay, but I buy from Amazon, I don't buy from eBay, mainly because it's easier for me to buy from Amazon. If you like put in the little search bar kabuki brushes, I think I put in kabuki brushes, and scroll down for a while, you will come across these. They're still on there because I saw them yesterday when I was searching through, and like I said, this was about 89p. So I picked up 3 of those. So obviously that's another one. That's how they come in their little cellophane thing. Like I said, they're lovely and soft, beautiful, and they wash up absolutely fantastically. So I mean, you could actually use your foundation for this. You could use this for foundation. It would take a little bit longer, depending on the size of your face. But, you know, they're dense enough to foundation-wise and concealer-wise. I love them. So those are the Amazon ones. So that's that. Then for powder, again, pretty much cheap ones. I have got a Real Techniques one. Like I said, they were pretty much the first brushes I treated myself to, Real Techniques. But they came in a pack. I think it's the core collection. Oh no, the buffing brush came in the core collection, and the big powder brush I got separately. But I got them when they're on special offer, but still very expensive. This is my main powder brush that I use. Yeah, it's literally just a fluffy powder brush. These, disclaimer guys, these are dirty. I've been using these since Saturday when I last washed them, so they are going to be a little bit well loved, but at least you know that I use them and I stand by what I say in the video. So this is a little powder brush from Primark again. When it's clean, the bristles are, you know, the same colour as that, so it is sort of pink, pinky purpley colour. I think most of the PS Love brushes are. This is really good. It's dense enough, but it's soft enough. It picks up the powder, and I don't tend to buff the powder into my face. I literally put the powder on the brush and I literally push it into my face, and it's just, oh, it's so soft, it's gorgeous. And you know, it does the job, and it's quite big, so you can cover a large area. But yeah, that is the main one that I use for my you know, powder foundation. I love that. So that's that one. I think that's £1.50 from Primark. The next one is an even better bargain. And again, it's dirty. Sorry, don't judge. This is a one from, I think this is one of the original ones from Poundland. When they did the pink ones, I've got loads of these. It's so soft. I mean, you can tell, look, it's so soft, and it really is soft on the skin, and it's quite big. It's about the same sort of density as the PS Love one, but oh, they're so soft, and they just do the job. You know, these are pink. Now I'm pretty sure that they have changed them to black and white to go with the Makeup Gallery theme, which is their own makeup range, obviously. But they're the same quality, and I've got about 4 of them as well, and they're so nice for just buffing. And this one, because it's so cheap, it's a quid. You can keep it in your handbag with, you know, a cheapish powder, just so you can powder your nose as such when you go into like a restaurant. I'm just going to powder my nose. I never say that. But yeah, it's so soft and it's beautiful, and they're a quid, so you can't go wrong. So that's that one. This is probably the only expensive one in here, but there are other versions. I mean, I have got a version of this dual fibre brush from, where is it? I haven't actually got it on me, it's up there. I've got a Wilko one which is even bigger sort of head wise as this, and I usually use dual fibre like brushes for my bronzer, because I think if you get a really dense brush or a dense powder brush, or a bronzing kabuki brush, I think they've come out now with, I think Real Techniques have got a bronzing kabuki brush, and it's really dense, and I think if you like, you know, go for it in a big way, you have a big brown stripe down your face. With this, you literally tap into the product and just buff really, really lightly, and because it's like dual fibre and it's not that dense, it just creates like, what's the word I'm thinking for? It creates like just a veil of bronzer rather than a big block on your face, and I can't be doing with big blocks on my face. I mean, you can see my bronzer, it goes all the way up here and down. It's not too heavy. Don't know if this light, no, it's not too heavy. You can literally just buff it in. So this is a Real Techniques one, but Wilko do one in this sort of range with the orange ferrule. They do a big kabuki brush, dual fibre brush, and I think that one's £3 as well. It might be £4. So that's that. That's just, like I showed you the Real Technique ones. I don't know why, because it's supposed to be budget brushes. Another one I use for bronzer actually as well is this dual fibre one. This is totally different dual fibre to the others. Where dual fibre on this one usually means you've got, you know, some of these and then you get the white bit on top. This is dual fibre in a different way. This is another PS Love one. This is what they call the angled bronzing brush or angled blush brush. It's basically two different types of hair. Dual fibre, obviously, like I said, it's angled, so it's really good for sort of like just, you know, patting on your bronzer. Definitely wouldn't use this for blusher because it would just pack it on and you'd look like a hot mess, to be honest. So yeah, I use this one also for, you know, buffing my bronzer in. I love it, and this one was, I think, £2. Yeah, I'm saying £2, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure this one was £2, and I got it from Primark, so it's amazing. Can't say any more about it. Blusher, I have got this one. It says powder actually, but this is by Royal and Langnickel. They're not an overly expensive brand. They're not the cheapest out there. But I got this from IMATS about 2 years ago in a little pack, little travel pack with about 3 or 4 brushes in it, and it was a tenner. So really, I would put this down to budget brushes, because obviously some brushes out there are just ridiculous. You're looking at Sigma and MAC brushes. I can't think of any more about Sigma and MAC, but they do ridiculously priced brushes. We're talking one brush is like $20 or 25 quid or something stupid. So I got this in a pack with a tenner, and it's just like your, you know, your little tapered sort of wide fluffy, I don't know, it's just soft. It's not very dense. It's very, I'll show you here, it's very, very soft. There's not a lot in there. I literally, on the corner or on the side, pick up the blusher, tap off the excess, and literally smile, apples to the cheeks, and just, you know, pat that on. So that wasn't expensive, but you can, again, get really cheap. I know that Makeup Revolution came out with, over Christmas, they came out with a little pack of brushes. I have actually got one in my box and one up there. That would be perfect for a blush brush, because it's really like wide and it's not dense and it's fluffy and it's gorgeous. So yeah, and the Makeup Revolution brushes in the pack were just a ridiculous price. Stupid, silly money. So that is a, like I said, a Royal and Lanical one, but you can get these brushes anywhere. And I know that the powder brush, the big powder brush from Poundland, which I think they call it a powder brush, they might even call it a blush brush, but that is just as nice and just as soft and just as fantastic, because I've got some of them as well, and I use them for blush. So that's that one. Highlighter, I have got an expensive one, which I use sometimes, which is this is called the setting brush actually, but you know, most people use this for highlighter, you know, because it's just about the right size to stick your highlighter in there. This alone, I'm not sure how much this one is alone. I don't think they sell this one separately, but this is, you know, it comes in a pack, which makes it a little bit cheaper, but you know, it's not that bad. So for highlight, this is another Makeup Revolution one. I think this came in a kit. I think there's 2 or 3 of them. I've got the little mini dual fibre, you know, what do you call it? Stippling brush. That's it. Couldn't think of the word. Stippling brush, and literally I pick up the highlight, tap off the excess, and just really, really lightly just buff it onto the highlight points of my cheeks and my nose. And it does the job because it doesn't pick up too much, so you know you're not caking it on. So that's that, and I think that came in a set, and it was about a tenner. So pretty much similar to the Langard Nickel and Royal and Land Nickel. I can never pronounce that name. Brushes. So yeah, that's that one. Like I said, that was a Makeup Revolution one. They do Makeup Revolution ones that look like the bold metals from Real Techniques now, and they're a little bit more expensive, but they're still budget because they're drugstore. I can't talk, sorry. So yeah, I like that one. That's the one I use for my highlight. And I think I'm on to eye brushes now. I have got, see, I wouldn't even say this is expensive. I can't remember how much this was. It was about £8 for my eyebrow pencil. Now I think you can't budget cheap shop for an eyebrow pencil. It needs to be, you know, the right sort of density, the right sort of angle in order for you to make a good job of your eyebrows if you're using a brush rather than a pencil, because you know it can't be too thick, it can't be too long, it can't be too short and stubby, because otherwise you just create yourself a hot mess on your face. But this is the one I use, and I literally just brush my eyebrows on. It's so easy. So I love that one. And like I said, I think it's about £8, £7 or £8. Then for, I've got a feeling this is a Technic brush. Technic is a cheapish makeup brand. And this is like what I call my pencil brush. I smudge colour under my eyes with this. I literally pop colour into the outer corner with this before I blend it out. Yeah, and this is just as the contour shadow brush. And I think, like I said, I think it's a Technic one. Again, you can pick these things up from, where can you pick them up from? Factory Shop, Savers sell Technic, makeup store, market makeup stores sell Technic, W7, stuff like that. So that is that. Then I have a crown brush, which I also got from IMAX. I picked up 2 of these. I wish I picked up more. For a blending brush, I think you need to have quite soft, quite long bristles. Again, I think this was about £3. If you go on the Crown website, you can find it. It's not expensive. And I also know BH Cosmetics online do, oh God, do brushes like this. Hopefully they're not alive. Do brushes like this. You need to have sort of like a fluffy type thing for blending into the crease. It's just perfect. So I love this. I have been using this the last 3 years. I went to IMAX, yeah, so about 3 years ago I got this. I wash it and use it, wash it and use it. I love it. I have got 2 of them. So, and I also have got like my own homemade colour switch that I can swish my brushes around in, and then yeah, just blend away. So I've got that one. Like I said, that was about £2.53. And the last one I have to show you is my my eyelid sort of packing on shadow brush. It's really flat, it's quite dense, and it's perfect just for like all shadows really. And I also get the lower lash line with this as well. And this one is, what is this one? I know it's an e.l.f. one. I'm just trying to think what it's called. Professional Eye Shadow Brush. But again, you can pick these up from Factory Shop. Technic do really good ones of these, and also Wilko do a really, really good shadow brush, and it's slightly sort of like taller, but it is really, really dense, and it's good for packing on colour onto your lid. So that is the brushes that I use. Lucy, I hope that sort of satisfied what you needed to know about brushes. If you can think of any other budget brushes that I haven't mentioned, or that you think are absolutely fantastic that I haven't mentioned, please pop me in the comments down below. The next brush video I have will be brushes I've bought off of Amazon or whatever, just to give you a rough idea of what you can get hold of and how good the quality is. But for now, that is the brushes that I use in my everyday makeup routines. It does seem like a lot of brushes. Now I've got the pile sitting on the bed, it seems like a ton of brushes, but it's not really. It's just, considering the amount of brushes I actually own, this is a very small portion of them. So yeah, I hope that was handy and helpful to anybody out there that wanted a lot of budget brush type video. And yeah, I hope you liked it. If you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. It's either down here or down here. I don't know where it is now, on here. And hit the like button if you want to, and also leave me a comment. And I will get back to you as soon as I can. I do try and answer all my comments now. I did get really lazy at one point and didn't just answer anybody's, but now I really do try to answer you, and I love interacting with you guys. So if you've got any sort of like I said, brushes that I haven't mentioned or that you think are absolutely fab and I need to go out and buy and try, then please leave me in the comments below. But for now, have a wonderful day whatever you're doing, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah! Thanks for watching. Bye.